What's up? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And I do have some new subscribers. So for those of you who are new to the channel, thank you so much. This is a channel where I provide you with a topic of a day, and then I share with you crypto and NFT news. And crypto is just, rallying right now, and I'm going to talk about it as well. So today's topic is actually about the other side. So if you are on crypto trader, or if you are on NFT trader, in the past weekend, basically you have been seeing all of these different type of screenshots and also video about the other side. If you haven't seen it, here's a video and I'm going to talk about it. So basically during the weekend, what happened was that Yuga Labs released the other side for a limited region around the world, and all of these people who own these other side deeds are able to enter into the space, and there are around 4,000 plus people simultaneously interacting, chatting, and stuff like that within one single space. So this scene is not new, right? This scene was not new, but then they opened up a portal and everyone jumped into it, right? And then there was a host, which is Curtis, which is the Bored Ape, and also Blue, which is the coder, right? So you jump into this and then boom, you go to the other side, the swamp. The swamp is actually the Bored Ape headquarters, right? And now within this other side, this is like fully rendered and stuff like that, right? This whole thing is not rendered on a computer, but instead it's rendered on the cloud. So there is a sphere where people could have different types of exhibitions or auditions and stuff like that, right? You could host concert and things like that. So they were actually talking about the other side, and you see the coder, different coders landing in different places at the other side. And then it seems like your job is to go and save the coders, right? So from the videos that I see, there is no attack or whatever buttons, right? So all you have to do is just go there and maybe, submit an emoji or something in order to free those coders, right? But it really shows you the potential of other side. It shows you a different type of landscape, the obelisk, where you have Curtis flying everywhere. So this is a really interesting 4,000 people at the same time experience, and it works in any browser, because it is actually streamed online, right? It is streamed online. I mean, basically the game is rendered. It's not using your GPU, but it's basically rendered online and then delivered to you. So it really depends on your connection, right? So in this game, you could fight the evil coder, right? So from what I see, people are jumping on the coder and that's how they fight it, right? So it seems like other side, if you look at this, right, it's definitely a game-driven thing. It is kind of like a blockchain game-driven thing. So it's really cool to see thousands of people jumping onto one coder and trying to participate in this first trip. Okay, so this is basically what has been circulating in the other side, right? This is the other side first trip, and credit due is this is a video from Curve Line Films, and I saw it on Twitter, right? So for those of you who missed it, basically what happened is that if you attended the first trip or watched the live stream, actually these NFTs, these other side Ds are actually dynamic NFTs, right? So what happened is that, the first trip is only part one of the whole journey, right? So as you can see, there's a physical representation. If you join the other side experience, you'll get part one, and then as you complete these journeys, maybe you'll get rewarded as a voyager, okay? So note the first stage of the voyager's journey does not end today. There will be more trips, okay? And tech demos, right? So voyagers can take part in. So one of the things you have to consider, and to consider other side, like the video, if you want to buy or not, is that do you want to earn, in this Bored Ape yacht club ecosystem, right? Or do you think that because right now there's around 100,000 land that is, being held to reward, people who support the ecosystem, and these could be the voyagers, right? So if these supply goes out, would that affect the floor price and in general, right? And also, do you want to be in an ecosystem like this? So anyways, what is this, right? So basically what happened is that after the first tech demo, the other side team released a tech paper, a light paper, right? So the light paper is kind of like an introduction of what they plan to do, and also about the whole ecosystem. So in this light paper, they have the introduction and phase one, which is how you are having the first experience and stuff like that, and that's only open to the other holders. And then they'll talk about the principles of this Metaverse platform or game platform, and also what incentives are there, and what developers can do. The ODK, which is kind of like an SDK, trying to make things interoperable. The engine, the engine where it uses spatial audio, real-time rendering on the cloud, and accessible from all different type of device. So they're planning to have different type of device support. Agora, which is basically the whole resources thing, the finding, sorting, and buying and stuff like that, right? And all of this will be supported by ApeCoin, and then looking forward there will be more journey, right? So I think the light paper is quite long, so I won't go through directly the light paper, but the links is in the description below. But I do want to go through this. This is from Liam Herbert, right? So he posts about this, and these are the 10 key insights, right? First of all, Yuga Labs is launching an NFT marketplace, so it would be powered by Ape tokens, right? Anyone can become an NFT creator in the other side. They are trying to solve intense technical problems and make exceptional progress. And it will be an open source, a massive open ecosystem. But now it is only open to the Otherside Deed holders first, right? So if you want to have the early advantage, right? If you want to go into that ecosystem, so maybe if you're a content creator, you want to stream Otherside, then maybe you want to buy land, right? So there's different type of considerations, right? But it's still very early, right? The tools for you to build stuff is still haven't been reviewed yet, right? There is the concept though, right? So Otherside is a world building platform. The goal is to create an open ecosystem. Anyone can create, play, and connect. Able to host 10,000 players with natural voice chat and millions of interactive components, but it won't begin as an open ecosystem, right? So when I was looking at the stream, right, the only thing I thought about is that the server cost is going to be very high, right? And here in Asia, we can't play it, right? Because they don't have any server running the game or any server that's rendering the game in the cloud that could deliver to us. But they are going to open up globally, right? So personally, I don't own any Otherside Deed. I just hope that the reason why if I want to own it is that I want to maybe stream it, right? But since I can't stream it here in Asia, I might wait for them to say, hey, our tech demo is now open to Asia. Then I might consider getting in. But in general, I'm a person who kind of like to see how people are doing this, right? Because not any company can do this, right? The server costs are gonna be very high. Imagine running these servers for 24x7, which supports more than like 10,000 people simultaneously, and with spatial audio and stuff like that, right? It's not gonna be cheap, and only Yuga Labs can do that because with their secondary royalties, right? First of all, they have a lot of investment, they have VC money, and also they have a lot of secondary royalties from Broaden Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club, right? That's how this could be funded, right? So not everyone can do this. The reason why I'm interested in this is that in terms of these Web3 players, besides Animoca brands, but Animoca brands, it really depends on whether the games they have a lot of secondary sales, right? But Yuga Labs themselves, Bored Ape already has an IP and they have a lot of secondary sales, a lot of royalties coming in, right? So it will be interesting to see this because number one, server-wise, it's gonna cost a lot for the company to run this, right? But because they have established a brand in the Web3 space, they have a steady stream of royalties. Even though now we're kind of like a bearish market, I think they are able to pull this off, right? So the Voyager journey is the first phase of the Otherside. It's developed by Yuga and only holders could join, okay? And selected third parties can participate. So it is a 11-part story surrounding Obelisk, including exclusive event playtesting and co-developing the SDK. So basically, there will be 11 different type of journeys, okay? So right now, this is only the first journey, and then there will be more first trips. So if you haven't buy land, but you still want to be counted for, building the other side, being early, then maybe it's the time to get it, right? So stage 1 just happened, but also stage 1 is still happening. You can still join other tech demos in order to get that entitlement for stage 1. Stage 2 is Kodak, stage 3 is decoupling of Kodak, and the rest are on review, right? So decoupling of Kodak, basically I think it's related to the land and also the resources and how it decouples from the land, right? Participating Voyagers will receive reward, likely whitelist for other deeds second mint. And also because right now they still have 100,000 reserved to a reward for Voyagers who hold the deeds, right, and contribute to development, right? But at the same time, this will definitely affect the supply, right? The 11 stages incentive will help Yuga drive interest in Otherside during the step process. The development kit, okay, are tools to build the metaverse asset like people, avatar, places, and things and object. They're trying to make it interoperable, okay? And also to build, you must be an author, obtain an object template, and manufacture the object using resources, right? So they will have authoring tools. So they will have tools that you can create new asset template that could be traded and shared, manufacturing tools, collecting Otherside resources, and combine them with a template to build new objects. So it will be interesting. This is a very co-create type of process in developing this game, right? Manufacturing is huge for two reasons. Anyone can become an NFT creator and earn from these NFTs. all created NFTs are interoperable outside of the other side, but it really depends on if there's other metaverse platform that supports it. But given the popularity, and also how, because if you do not know, actually Animoca brand is behind the other side as well. And given the other investment, I'm sure that other Animoca brands themselves might have other things planned with their own other metaverse platforms. So they're planning to have access from any device, rendering to thousands of people in crowd, enable thousands of people to have live conversations. They would have a marketplace, and then you could do trades and loot and stuff like that, right? Sum up, on board many builders and users, making super technological progress. Anyone can create Otherside interoperable asset, marketplace, quota, decoupling coming up. Otherside's first stage for other deeds and participation rewarded, and that's it, right? So personally, if you're thinking of buying or not, right, I really like his ending thing, right? PS, I own zero other deed. I may buy one when the hype dies down after today and before the next first trip so I can earn the participation reward. So this could be smart, right? This could be a smart play, but not financial advice at all, okay? Because right now it is very hype, right? It doesn't just happen yesterday. And if we look at Flip Finance and then we look at the other deed, now usually when the playtest happened, right, the price was around 3 Ethereum, right? But now it's dropping back to 2.78. But I'm not sure if this is including those stolen collections as well. But if you look at Max, right, the floor kind of is hovering around this range, right? Because to be honest, the supply is high and the market sentiment right now is not that positive. So definitely there is a chance to get in, but this is around the price you should that it costs you to get in. So this price is around 3,000-ish US dollar just to get in to be a early adopter, right? So it really depends on your opportunity cost and whether you think it is worth it, right? In terms of holders, right? Yep, there is a new holders for every new play test, right? But since this one it kind of drops a little bit, right? So not too rush, right? Think about it, 100,000 supply and only around 35,000 holders, right? So around one person owns like 3 land deeds, right? So right now there is definitely this is not one that you're gonna miss the boat, but you're only gonna miss it time wise if you want to be one of the early voyagers and to earn the rewards and potentially get the other 100,000 other deeds land, right? So if you look at this, definitely there was a delay. But after this, the APE coin did rally, and definitely because of the market, but then it did rally and now it's trading at 6.1. But before that, on the 18th, so around this time, other side happened somewhere around this time, right? Earlier today is actually 4.9 and now is at 6.12. So definitely this the visuals that you're seeing and stuff and the hype and also the social brand power, the whole tweet is full of Bored Apes posting this did has an effect on this token price, right? So really depends on you what you're looking for. If you're looking just to play in the ecosystem, maybe some exposure to the APE coin is enough. But if you're looking to maybe build stuff on your land and to really actively build and play in this game, maybe land could be an option, but maybe wait for the hype to die down, right? Because it really does take time for Yuga to spin off the next first trip, right? So yep, that's it for this news. Let us go to traditional finance. Traditional market right now, if we look at the market, especially crypto market, it's doing quite well, because if we look at Asian market was all green. Europe market was all green, right? Pre-market right now in the US is all green as well. 5 things to know this morning, and also Goldman Sachs had the earnings, right? And it was quite positive. So a lot of earnings, these will definitely affect the market, but stock futures is looking up, okay? Goldman Sachs came up with the earnings report, beat Wall Street expectations, so that's why market is very positive. And also guys, finally, we are back at 1 trillion market cap. But right now, because we have been rallying so much, right? Ethereum has been rallying, like last 7 days, 28% Ethereum rally. And the reason for this, right, is actually, oh, sorry, I forgot my transition. Oh. All right, crypto news. So the reason why Ethereum is rallying, and I covered this on Friday, is Ethereum 2.0 is here, right? So that's why we have to keep track of news every day, because these news would have impact on the price. And if we look at this, right, and also talk about Matic and the partnership with Disneyland, and they rallied, right? 62% the last 7 days. Dude, this is crazy. And if we really look at the stablecoins market, and I want to talk about the market and especially Ethereum 2.0, right? Stablecoins right now is kind of up. Market cap is up, so it means new money is here. People are buying. That's why you do see the rally. And look at this. Look at the screen, right? APE token, right? Matic, right? Ethereum Classic, right? and also all this type Ethereum Sand token. These gains we have missed these gains for quite some time, right? So and I also want to talk about Ethereum 2.0. I talk about it. The date is here on Friday, and definitely it did affect layer 2s. Okay, the reason why Matic is rallying is that they have an announcement in like 2 days time, and at the same time Matic is an Ethereum layer 2. So Ethereum is rallying because there's upcoming upgrade and everything is positive. It would bring other layer 2 up, right? So if you look at layer 2, you have Arbitrum, Optimism, Loopware, CK Sync and stuff like that, right? There are other layer 2 solutions. And if we look at Optimism, right, it is not just Matic, right? Look at this. Optimism is up in a 26.69 in the last 24 hours, right? Okay. Polygon 15.55, right? So all of these, layer 2 solutions are also rallying because Ethereum is rallying. So that's a correlation that I want to share with you. And for this one, right, the reason why Ethereum is rallying, look at the total market dominance, right? Bitcoin market dominance went down and then Ethereum just spiked up, right? Ethereum just went up in the last 3 days. So it means that money is pouring into Ethereum. People are so bullish about 2.0. But personally, unfortunately, and also look at it, Ethereum top 2.0 staking tokens, right? Look at these percentage in the last 70 days, double-digit percentages. Okay, everything related to ETH 2.0 agenda. So right now, if you're wondering why the crypto market is rallying, first of all, Bitcoin is holding well. Traditional market is not dragging it down, and therefore, Bitcoin is holding well, and therefore Ethereum is rallying as well because there's a narrative. So narrative is very important in this market. But personally, unfortunately, I'm on the sidelines. I didn't deploy any capital, but I wouldn't go in right now. Like usually these. Because right now, we are at the mercies of the market right now, okay? And then if we look at the last 30 minutes, right? Boom, look at this rally, right? And then now we need some breather, right? So definitely maybe on the next retrace, but don't buy when prices just skyrocket up because it does take time for it to recharge and then go up, right? So that's it. On-chain data, Ethereum, pretty much the same, very low volume in and out. So we have yet to see. So crypto news, Dutch Central Bank imposes 3.3 million fine on crypto exchange Binance. So basically Binance has been offering service without being registered in the Netherlands, and they have been fined. So this is a negative news, but Binance object to the fine, okay? In their statement they're saying that the regulator, however, said that it was motivated fine by 5% in part because Binance has already submitted a registration application, right, which is being assessed, right? So Binance saying that, hey, we did apply and stuff like that. But anyways, just wanted to show you this headline of regulations and stuff like that. At the same time, Putin amends law to broaden Russia's crypto payment ban. So if you missed this news, basically Russia is banning crypto. They are saying that the previous law was not enough according to Russian legislators. The amended law will prevent workaround of existing crypto payment restrictions, right? So they're trying to stop probably money leaving and also money coming in. So India at the same time, India needs global collaboration to decide on crypto future, say finance minister, right? So so it really shows that in the future, what we can expect is that there could be global cooperation with regards to what to do with crypto, right? So moving to NFTs and Metaverse news. So NFT news, in general, kind of covered this just now. The other side, the Litepaper. Oh, and also very important, Premint was hacked. For those of you who do not know, Premint is a platform where you can sign, gasless signing, in order to join different type of NFT raffle. So what happened was that the website was hijacked. Someone changed the sign-in to a set approval for all. So what happened is that rather than sign for the raffle, people were forced to sign approval to all to let some contract to extract all of the NFTs. So a lot of people got hacked, and definitely this is bad. So if you unfortunately signed it, you have to revoke your permission. And if you want to revoke your permission, right? I in the past did a video with Revoke.Cash. Revoke.Cash is a website where you can revoke your permissions. So if you got hacked, if you signed unwanted permissions, you can use this platform. So Premint was hacked. It's a kind of a hijack. I'm not sure if it's hacked, but then it forced people to sign the transactions to do like a submit for all, approvals for all, right? So if you haven't seen this, even if you did not get hacked, definitely watch this video, right? You have the founder of Revoke.Cash telling you why he built the platform, how to use the platform, and why you should trust him, right? So definitely check this out. And yeah, for Metaverse news, I saw this and I do want to share it. This is really cool. Basically, what happened was that Shopify developers, right, they were able to use AR and also, scanning to kind of like rebuild a room, right? So they scanned it, they scanned a 3D, and then they could make a room empty. So this is AR technology, right? And then because of this AR technology, what you can do is that it scans the items in your room, and then you can move stuff in your room. So you could kind of guess, oh, what if I buy this sofa? What if I buy this from IKEA and stuff like that, right? So this is super exciting. It really shows you that the potentials of the metaverse. And I think this is not Web3 related, but it is definitely interesting to see the applications in real life, right? So you see a developer. So this is like not out yet, right? But you see developers showing you the mock-up. And imagine if this is in a 3D space, right? So what happened is that they scan the space, they kind of build like a 3D model of the obstacles, the items there, and therefore they were all able to overlay to create an empty room where needed, right? And also to put all of this, furnitures inside, right? See? So it's really interesting to see things behind the scene, right? So this is like the AR, thing that is happening right now for you to preview if you buy certain furnitures or not, right? Really technical stuff, but it's exciting to see how the technology is developing. So that's it, guys. Sorry for doing this stream earlier today. I need to prepare for an interview for someone on my show later tonight. So I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I hope it gives you some insight about the other side and what they're doing. And if you like this content, remember to like and subscribe and share to other people. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.